press to understand it as well as you do, but I'm pretending I'm doing it. I want you to ask me, what do I do for a living?
That's right. What do you do for a living?
You know how there are so many parents that want to do a great job raising their children, but a lot of times, because of life situations and the challenges that children face, they find themselves not really sure what to do with their children, and they want help to help guide their children. They want help to talk to their children, actually kind of coach their children. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, what I do is actually help these families to actually help these children through my coaching services to become the very best versions of themselves. But I do this so that they can not only have more successful school years, but have happier home lives. And how was my answer? Superb. Was it close to what you're endeavoring to do? Close? Now, she said it was superb, and it was close to what she's endeavoring to do. She knows what she does very well. I know how to sell it, okay? Here's the difference. I sold it through a story. Your money is in your story. If everyone that's on this broadcast, I see a long line of folks here, one of the things I want to impress upon you is that your money is in your story. Just like art is sold through a story, so is your business is sold through a story. And I use the formula on you, Sister Phyllis. I use the formula to get that out. And my veterans know this formula, but I'm going to teach it anyway because the refreshing will hurt you. Okay? I used the 3-part formula when I was pretending I was in your game.
You got a lot of yeses. Got it. Okay.
Your money is in your story. Good. I did 3 things when I was with you. First, I said the words. Oh.
There's a black one up there that is working.
Okay. I said, you know how. ... I said, you know how, which is an invitation to agree with what I'm about to say. And then I introduced a problem that was easy to understand, and then I got you to agree on the problem. Now, because I understand as well as you, it took me 2 sentences as well as 1. Like Sister Brenda, she did a great job when she introduced herself today. She's also a current client that I'm proud to call a current client, okay? You ask Brenda what she do for a living, she says, you know how there are so many people that are struggling with what to do when it comes to buying a home. They want to buy a home, they just don't know what to do for a second. And see how you guys are nodding your head? Because you understand the problem. She lined it up and she got you to agree. And that's all you need, any kind of agreement. A head nod, an uh-huh, a yup, a yes. This is always the first thing. The reason why your story is the first thing is because the average American knows about 600 people. The average American knows 600 people. So Karen, if you could tell your story well, you could potentially get into their network and sell through people instead of to people. You want to sell through people, of the people you know. You don't want to say, you know how you want to buy a home one day and you want to do that? No, you only sell it to. You don't want to do that because you're limiting yourself greatly. You want to sell through people. You know how there are so many people, of the people you know, them and they. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Talk about it that way. You know how there are so many people that drag past hurts with them year after year after year, and they find themselves becoming less and less and less because of a pain they experienced 10 years ago, and they just have not yet figured out how to let that go, right?
Right.
You see how she's nodding her head? That's her business as a healing coach, okay? She understands the problem. You get them to understand the problem first, because the moment they understand the problem that you're espousing, that is the magical moment where they have metaphorically taken you by the hand, and now you can take them on a journey. If you just describe what you do, they never hold your hand. Describing what you do, they do not hold your hand. Being cute with the description does not sell. Well, I'm in the people business. I'm in the dream making business. Okay, that's cute, that's clever, it doesn't sell. Okay, it does not sell. Sister Ilana.
Yes, sir.
There's this guy I want to introduce you to. He's a salesman type. What kind of guy came to your mind? What kind of image you get?
Car salesman.
Car salesman was the first thought. Was your image of him, all I said was he's a salesman type. Was that overall impression of him positive or negative?
Negative.
Why was it negative?
Because when you go, at least when I've gone to buy a car,
Mhm.
they're pushy.
Sure.
They don't listen.
Mm-hmm.
They are very aggressive. They're in your face. And they are all about the dollar and the bottom line for them.
Now,
As
in
opposed
your
to what I
business, when you offer your services, do you operate like that?
No,
Why not?
because I find it offensive. And
Okay.
so I try to take a more personalized approach where I am engaging the client and asking them, what is it that you need? And then trying to fill that need.
Amen. Now, I want to tell you guys this too. Negative impressions of the act of selling is going to hurt your wallet. So we have to heal from that. You have every right to feel that way about salespeople. It could be some times in your life where you've experienced it. She has actual life experiences. You've seen enough movies, you've read enough books, you've seen enough stories about salesmen acting that way. At one time in this country, salespeople had the advantage over the customer, where they knew more than the customer did, so they could say anything.
Right.
They could say anything and get away with it. Today, that's not the case. They don't know more than you do. You know as much as they do, if not more, because we all have access to Google.
Right.
So they can't get away with being unscrupulous anymore. The word sell has two originations. One is Greek and one is Old English. The Greek comes from two words called sell and ye, which literally means to help. That's the word is for, to help. The Old English version comes from a word called salon, which means willing to give up. Proverbs in 11:26, it says, the people wish curses upon the one who would forage their grain, blessings upon the one who is willing to sell it. Your grain is what you know. Blessings upon you if you're willing to sell it. Curses upon you if you're not willing to sell it. Every time you're even tempted to say the word sell or sold, you can replace it with help or helped, and it fits perfectly and makes all the sense in the world. I want you guys to heal from this attitude of salespeople being shysters. Okay, because you're not that way, right?
Right.
And you're selling your services too, right? By the way, is there a difference between marketing and selling? Y'all know the difference between marketing and selling? Marketing is creating awareness of, letting people know it's available. I am finding that people are getting better and better and better at marketing, particularly through social media, and worse at selling. Selling indicates that money is exchanging hands for it. I'm getting money in exchange for a service. That's when selling has happened, okay? Without the aspect of money coming into place, it's not selling. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna keep it moving today. I'm gonna keep it moving because I wanna cover a lot of content. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right. You know, when someone hires me to go speak at their organization, I'm gonna go speak at NAIFA, National Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors. It's gonna be 300 agents in the room, okay? The people in the room, they care a lot about, are they gonna have a good time during my talk?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Leona asked you to repeat that.
What?
You need to get better and better about.
People are getting better and better at marketing and worse at selling. Okay. Leona Martin up in Massachusetts.
She can see you there.
Okay.
Not here.
I know Leona. A couple of years ago, she took my training, and I still consider her a client and a friend. So how you doing, Leona?
She said, got it. Yes, that is me.
And that is very flattering when past clients come back.
Right.
And come back and get another dip. You know, it's very flattering. So thank you for coming back. It was good before, it's gooder now.
Gooder. No better.
But I was going to say, the people in the audience, they care about something differently than the people that pay me. Okay? The people in the audience, they want to make sure their time wasn't wasted, maybe get some chuckles and get a nugget or two. But the people that pay you, they care a lot about what they're left with after you're gone. What are they left with after you finish your coaching session? What is the lasting impact of the time they spent with you? Okay? What are they left with when you finish talking? Are they going to be able to move faster, be lighter, get around their home, find things? Are they going to be able to earn more? Are they going to be able to have lasting relationships? Whatever it is, you need to talk now. If you want to get money, you need to talk about what they get after you're finished. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. The lasting impact of what you do is a shortcut, okay? The lasting impact of what you do is a shortcut. Stop talking so much about what it is. Okay? Sister Ilana, what do you do for a living again?
I'm in financial services.
I'm in financial services. Stop right there. Okay? You're not just in financial services. Okay? Because when you say I'm in financial services, you're attempting to make yourself like everyone else in financial services, and we're familiar enough with it so we know what that means. But no one has seen what you've seen, been what you've been, done what you've done. You're way more than that. I'm going to pretend I do what you do. Ask me what I do for a living.
So Brian, what is it that you
Thank
do?
you, baby. You know how there are so many people that are completely confused about their own money. They want to control their money. They want to grow their money, just don't know how to do it. You see how she's nodding her head? She's bought in. She understands the problem. That's all I'm looking for. I'm getting her to understand the problem that my service solves. Well, what I do is actually help people to be much smarter with their money through my services as a financial advisor. But I do this so that not only can they be smarter with their money, but they actually grow their money and protect their family for generations. Okay? Now, it's a party trick, but I'm just using a formula. Okay, I only told you the first part of the formula. It's a 3-part formula. It's just using the formula. And the reason why it works for me is because I understand why it works. Let me finish that up now. First part is you know how. Now here the point is to introduce a problem and get them to agree. In Karen's business, you know how there are so many people that find themselves wasting minutes and sometimes hours finding things in their own home. You know how there are so many people that find their whole lives are completely backlogged because they're just not organized, right? Look how everyone's nodding their head. What I do is I make their whole life easier through my service as a personal organizer. I organize their home, their office, their finances, all of that. I organize them through my services so that they can do everything that they do lighter and faster. Is that close to what you do?
I certainly hope so. I don't know if I'm ready to tackle finances yet.
Well, take that part out, okay? But there is a problem that your service solves,
Right.
okay? There is a problem that your service solves. I love your business, and I want you to make a ton of money with your business because I think there's a lot of people walking around with hurts. They're like carrying them around, okay? And they just don't know how to let them go, you know? Some minister said something to them 10 years ago in church, and they're afraid of church because of what that minister said back then. That minister could just been having a bad day, okay? But they can't heal themselves. But you know how to help them to heal, okay? They can't, but you know how to help them, okay? Right?
Right.
Okay, I would refer people to you. I would, okay? So, you know how, introduce a problem and get them to agree. The second part of your story, by the way, your story should take about 25 to 35 seconds to say. Well, what I do is, You know how, Well, what I do is, Now you're introducing yourself as a solution. I want you to see yourself as a solution to a problem. You're not what you do. You are what problem you solve. Okay? I want you to spend some more time developing what problems you solve, Sister Phyllis. Okay? Matter of fact, you know, because coaches use coaches. I might even recommend a coach to you. Lisa does the best job of anybody. I think she does the best job of anybody to fully fleshing out what it is you have in your hand and what you want to do. Because until you do that, I really can't help you to sell it. And if you try to work with me and you still all over the place about what you do, I'm going to refer you because I can't help you as well. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, cool. Well, what I do is see yourself as a solution to a problem. See yourself as an answer to a question. See yourself as an answer to a headache. And the most important part of your story is the ending of it, so that they can. You do all that cool stuff so that they can what? This is a crime that most people commit in selling your services. They tell what they do, but they don't tell why they do it. This is where your money is. This is the most important part. The ending of your story, this is the part that even people that have had some sales training leave off. They constantly forget to, you need something?
Get that out of your way.
Thank you. They forget Why do you do all that cool stuff with Primerica Financial Services? So that they can leave a lasting legacy for their family, so they can be smarter with their money, so they can be more confident financially about their future. You have to say it, because if you don't say what the benefit is, it's as if you didn't have one, which is worse. That's worse. If you don't say what the benefit is. I'm a sales coach. No lasting impact. They'll flush that out of their heads quickly if I don't tell the problems I'm solving, and they can't refer me to anybody. All right, we're gonna do this real quickly. Sister Dr. Deborah, I'm gonna ask you what you do for a living.
Okay.
And I want you to use this formula to answer this question.
All right.
You don't have to be smooth,
Okay.
but you do need to be formal. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So, Dr. Deborah, what do you do for a living?
Well, Brian, you know how people sometimes have an experience in their past and it may hurt and they kind of get stuck there
Oh my gosh.
and they find
yes.
themselves never been able to get over it.
Yes.
Yeah, well, what I do as a healing and deliverance coach is I help them to walk through the journey of healing, to identifying where you got stuck and helping them to get past it so that they can live the abundant life that they were created to live.
Amazing.
All
Good
right.
job. Good job.
Good
Good job. Do you have enough chairs? If we don't, we can go get more chairs, okay? How you guys doing? All right, good job. Was that not good?
You guys.
That's how you know we got a ringer in the room.
No, but you have to do the work, okay?
Good job.
No matter what I say or what my wife say, ultimately you have to say the
You
word.
got a whole bunch
Okay.
of excellent.
So you need to take credit.
That was good. Didi said that was good. Bill said sign me up. Queen Gail said excellent. Shanae said excellent. Rashana said
Look at
okay,
that.
that
Look
was
at that.
great.
Look at that. Bam, bam.
Listen to my coaches.
That was good. Now, how long did that take her to
Somebody
say?
said mic drop. Rashana said mic drop.
How long
Rihanna
did that take
said,
her to
well,
say?
all right.
Approximately, how long did that take her to say that? 20 to 30 seconds, I think. Okay, and who has 20 to 30 seconds when they ask what you do? Everybody has 20 to 30 seconds. Now, let's say she said that to someone just the same way she just said it now, and then had to leave. Well, they had to leave. And that's all the conversation they had. Okay, would they remember anything at all? Would they be able to know what she does? Absolutely. That is where we start. Your story is the most important part.
It
Okay.
actually, what that did, just listening to her story, it brought a person in mind
Look at
to
that.
me that
Needs her services.
that might be able to use your services.
And that's when you know you're doing it right.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it moving. Now, people will buy from you for either emotional reasons or for logical reasons. Emotional reasons are the way they imagine they're going to feel after they buy your services. Logical reasons because it's smart and it makes sense and it's a good thing to do. What do you believe is more compelling, emotion or logic?
Emotion.
And you're right, and it's not even close. When the brain and the heart are in conflict, the heart invariably wins. Okay? People do what they want to do way faster than what they need to do. Y'all need to understand that point. People do what they want to do faster than what they need to do. People in financial services, it's a trap for them because it's so tempting to talk about how smart it is to do this and how dumb it is not. You know, how much it makes sense. It's so tempting. Okay, but I want you to fight that temptation. Let her in. Okay? I want you to fight that temptation. How you doing? I haven't seen your face in a long time. Okay.
I need to get another chair.
Son?
Okay.
Okay.
You got real?
Okay, cool. So, fight that temptation. Sell with your heart, not with your brain. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm going to keep this moving because there's a lot of things I want to cover tonight.
7:33.
7:33. We're good. We're good. Okay. Sell with your heart. Your primary tool when selling with your heart is the words you choose to use. What's the most emotional word in the English language? Starts with an L. Love. Most adults have taught themselves how to become uncomfortable saying the word love. I want you guys to get very comfortable using the word love in offering your services. Use the word love when you offer your services. Sister Tara, can you give me a sentence using the word love and offering your services?
I know you love to travel.
Okay, I know you love to travel. Okay, does that work? Okay, I know you love to travel. That's one. Or wouldn't you love to travel more often? Wouldn't you love to travel better? Wouldn't you love to travel smarter? Wouldn't you love to travel more exotically? Wouldn't you love to travel like executives travel? Okay? Love, 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 love.
You got some online. Excellent idea. I love to use the word love. Liana says, I love helping people reach their career goals. Patrice says,
go with Liana.
Okay.
Okay. I love helping people reach their career goals. That is your business as a career coach. That sentence is a sentence where Liana is the star of the story, and that's not as compelling. If she had said, you're going to love the process of reaching your career goals, you're going to love is more compelling than I love. I love coaching people on how to sell. Great. That's my business. Of course you should. But you're going to love learning sales skills that's going to help you to be profitable for the rest of your life. Okay? You're going to love is more compelling than I love helping people. Okay? All right. Thank you. This is actually pretty cool. Patrice McCraven's on. How you doing, my sister? I know you would love a vacation more frequently. I know you would love a vacation more frequently is a pretty good sentence too. Okay? The second most emotional word in English language starts with an H, and guess what it is?
Help.
Help is a good guess, but that's not it.
Heart.
Heart's a good guess, but that's not it either.
Hope.
That's another good guess. It's actually the word home.
Oh.
Home.
I should know that.
You should, but that's
I should have it
okay.
in my notes.
You do have it in your notes. But that's why you have to reinforce things.
Right, absolutely.
Home. For most,
Nancy has one she just put up.
what did Nancy say? You're going to love potentially living longer. Yes. And not only are you going to love it, everyone in your family is going to love it. Okay? Home. Home. For most people, home is familiarity, security, mom and them, food, their stuff, protection. All that stuff is home for most people. I'll be home for Christmas. There's no place like home sweet.
Home.
How do you guys all know this? Okay? Today, give me a sentence using the word, did I pronounce your name right, Dwayne? Give me a sentence using the word home and offering your service. You can do it.
Okay.
Because what she does is she actually helps young ladies to be better young ladies. She coaches them on all kinds of things. There was personal responsibility, finances, etiquette, discovering your gift, skills, and talents. And that's what she does, right? Use a sentence using the word home to offer that.
Wouldn't you love to help a young lady to feel more at peace in her home?
That's pretty good. Let me help you, okay? The young ladies that take part in our program will positively impact everyone in their home.
Oh.
Is that close?
Mhm.
Is that good? Is that close to true?
It is.
Absolutely, it's true. The young lady takes her program. If that young lady becomes a better version of herself, that 15-year-old girl becomes a better version of herself, everyone in her home will be elevated.
Yes.
Okay? The rising tide lifts all the boats.
Right.
You got one? Go ahead. Go ahead.
You can help ensure a young lady, I just lost it. You can help to ensure that a young lady has a safe and stable home of her own.
Yes, that's a pretty good sentence. Okay? How you feeling?
Rebecca.
Yes, Rebecca.
Pretty good.
Okay, good. I'm coming at you, okay?
Okay.
I saw your face a few times. I'm coming. Okay. My style is participatory, okay? Let's get, yes, ma'am. Would you like to overcome bullying moments and feel at home within yourself? Bullying moments. Yes, yes. Yes. You know, the people that are being bullied, you know, they take that feeling with them home. Okay? Instead of your child coming home feeling bullied yet again, the child can come home feeling empowered yet again. They took control of that situation. I love helping people. I've had several clients over the years within the bullying arena, helping them with books and how to sell their services to school systems. One of my favorite clients, she had an anti-bullying program and she wanted to sell it to school systems, and I helped her develop a program for that. Let's keep it moving. All right. if you owned, if you had, or were in charge of a college or a university, and you wanted a star high school athlete to come and play for your school, how would you get him to come and play for your school?
Entice them.
You would entice him, okay? How would you do that?
Whatever possible.
Whatever possible. I mean, if you really wanted that quarterback or that point guard to come and play for your school, here's what you would do. You would recruit him. You would recruit the athlete. How would you recruit the athlete? You would send an initial and recruitment letter, an initial interest letter. And then you would follow up with the letter. And you would send them an email. You would send them a text. You would learn about that person's family. Yes, ma'am.
Bill said you would talk to
You would talk to his mama. Yes, you would.
Yes,
You would talk to his mama and anyone else that was influential in his life. But mama's going to be the most influential person in his life. You would get to know that person, right? You would go through the recruiting process.
That's what Liana said. Tell them some advantages of coming there.
Tell them some advantage. You would sell your university. Tell them some advantages of coming there. Absolutely. Sister Rebecca.
Yes.
Okay. Let's say, are you married?
No.
Okay. So imagine yourself at a bar, okay?
Okay.
And the gentleman comes up to you and says, how you doing? My name is Brian. Role play it with me. How you doing? My name is Brian. What's your name?
Rebecca.
Rebecca. Rebecca, let's get married.
I don't know anything about you, Brian.
Okay. What would be the probability that would end up being a successful marriage? 0.
Yeah.
Why would it be a 0 probability of being successful?
No rapport, no relationship. There's
Nothing. No rapport, no relation. She doesn't know enough to say no or yes. Okay?
She knows enough to say no.
That's right.
She knows enough to say. Now, when you don't respect the process, as in the process, you are putting yourself, just like when you're trying to sell your services and treating it like an event. That's what you're doing. You're selling your services like an event. You know, if they don't buy a house now or sign a document that signs me up as their exclusive agent right now, the game is over. You're treating it like it's an event. Selling is a process and not an event. It's a process and not an event. Even if they said no up front, the game is only over when you decide it's over. Selling is a process, and listen to this, the most important part of the process is the person. You are more important than what you're doing. You're more important than your service. You're more important than the company that you're working for. You, the kind of person that you are, because you can't cheat your game. Your game knows if you deserve the money or not. You have to be the kind of person that earns their money. Life is not a gift shop. You get all the money that you earn, and you get none of the money that you don't. Okay? Does anyone in this room often get money that they do not earn? Okay. I'm moving on real quick. I want you to consider recruiting your clients. You pick the people that you want to be your clients. You pick the people that you want to be your clients, and then you woo them. Okay? If I was in Karen Hedrick's business as a personal organizer, who do I imagine is busy? I imagine women that own companies or single moms that own a business. I imagine that person is busy. Okay? Now say it's a woman, 40 years old, 15-year-old daughter, and she owns a construction company, a painting company, because I know one that owns a painting company. And she's trying every day to get more painting contracts. She's sending out her contractors and her crews out on jobs. She's coordinating these things. She's running the company. She's doing all the customer service, okay, a lot, okay? She's got 2 and 3 jobs going at any given moment, and she's got a 15-year-old daughter. Now, to that woman, little things can get put behind. Little things can get put behind. The mail can pile up, okay? The bills can get lost. Okay, the laundry could get way behind. Amen. The dishes can get way behind. You might need to partner with a house cleaner.
Yes.
Okay, maybe an idea.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, partner with a house cleaner. Lisa and I just hired one, and that lady 2 ladies came over. They were fantastic. Why do we hire a house cleaner? We hired a house cleaner because my wife has a successful publishing company, and she's busy. Okay, I have a successful sales training coaching company, and I'm busy too. Okay. So, and we got a 16-year-old in the house too. So we had to hire someone to clean our house. And we both, and the moment that was done, how did you feel?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow.
That was the best money
Yes,
I
ma'am.
spent in a
By doing
lifetime.
that, you freed yourself up to be able to,
That's right.
to flow in what you're gifted in.
Yes.
It took us no time at all. All it took was money, and I'm willing to spend that money. And I'm going to keep it coming back every 2 weeks. All right. Yes. All right. Now, get a clean sheet of paper. Get a clean sheet of paper real quick. On any given day, now I want you to think about this. On any given day, what can happen in your business that you would consider that a winning day for your business? What would you consider
Somebody
a winning
coming off of
day
me.
in your business? Yes, ma'am. Someone came off of mute to say something? Okay.
Janice?
Huh?
Hello.
It's not me.
Is that Janice?
I don't know who it is. That's
I didn't mean sorry. Sorry.
Mute everybody. Okay. All right, let's keep it moving. Think about this. I'm going to just give you guys something. I want you guys to come up with, on your own time, a list of 6 to 10 things that can happen on any given day in your business that no matter what time it happened, you will consider that a winning day. I'm going to just get you jump started. Any day that you bring in money, count that as a winning day for your business. No matter how much money you bring in, as long as you bring in some money, count that as a winning day. Any day that you do that. Any day that you get to tell your story at least twice. But I mean, tell your story, your version of your you know how. What I do is so that they can to somebody new. Any day that you tell your story to 2 new people that you hadn't told before, I want you to count that as a winning day for your business.
Liana says somebody calling me up to say I need your help and I want to work with you is a winning day.
Yes.
Any day I change a life from Dee.
Amen. Any day that she changes her life, count that on your list of 6 to 10 things that equal a winning day. Any day someone calls you up, anytime someone calls you up and inquires about your services, count that as a winning day. Any day that you add new people into your contact management, count that as a winning day. Any day that you get a referral. Leona, I was talking to my brother, him and his wife, their finances are all jacked up. They have no insurance and they're both 50 years old. It's ridiculous. They need your help, Leona. I told them about, Ilana, excuse me.
No problem.
I told them about you. Here's their name and phone number. I gave them your number as well. They're expecting your call. That's a great referral. Anytime you get a great referral, count that as a winning day. Okay? Yeah. Here's something old school that I want you to consider doing. Old school method of selling that always works. I want you to figure out a way to thank 3 people a day. Figure out a way to thank 3 people a day. And on a Monday through Friday schedule, so 5 days a week, I want you to figure out a way to thank 3 people a day. Why do I want you to thank 3 people a day? Thank you for the referral. Thank you for coming to my meeting. Thank you for allowing me to present to you, even if they didn't buy. Thank you for introducing me to somebody. Sometimes you have to get really, really creative. Here's what happens if you will pick up that mantle and resolve to thank 3 people a day, Monday through Friday. That's 15 a week that you're thanking. That's 60 a month that you're thanking. That's 120 over 2 months' time that you're just thanking. What happens is the numbers gang up on you and bring you money. You know, just that attitude of gratitude will bring you 1 or 2 easy ones just because you have adopted and disciplined enough to be grateful. To be grateful. There's a great song, Gratefulness.
Oh, I love
Grateful,
Hezekiah Walker.
Huh?
Hezekiah Walker.
Yes. We play that song, we throw our hands up. We throw our hands up.
Hallelujah.
That's right.
Gratefulness.
Gratefulness is flowing from my heart.
Mhm.
You know, that's right. Your heart matters. And you can't fool it either. Okay? You can't fool it. If you half-step your days, if you don't really work your business, you can't talk yourself into earning money. You got to actually earn it. Is that harsh? Is that real?
Yes,
It's
That's
real.
right.
It's not
Now,
harsh at all.
when you do your work, when you're working in a disciplined way for long enough, you have every right to expect a financial remuneration when you do your work. You have every right. You should be confident of that money's going to come. Okay? I'm going to keep it moving. I want you guys on your time to make a list of 6 to 10 or 12 things that will equal a winning day for your business. Put some hustle stats in it too, like how many phone calls you need to make, how many past clients you need to talk to, how many interest letters you need to send. Put some hustle stats on your list. And then once you've made your list of things that you consider a winning day for your business, I want you to put yourself on a Monday through Friday work week schedule. Anything you do on the weekends is considered bonus. I know a lot of real estate work is done on the weekends, but I want you to put Monday through Friday as building your business time, okay? Now, any day that you have do at least one of the things on your list, I want you to count that as a W day or a winning day. I want you to put yourself on a desk calendar, wall calendar. Any day that you do one of these things on your list, put a W on that calendar. Any day that you don't do one of those things on this, put an L on that calendar for losing. W equals winning, L equals losing. Any week where you have at least 3 winning days in the week, thank you very much. Any week where you have at least 3 W's, count that as a winning week. Life will not let you win every single day, and you're not supposed to, okay? You're not supposed to win every day. This is not how life works. But because you'll get busy, you'll get caught up. But if you have at least 3 winning days in any week, count that as a winning week, okay? Any month where you have at least 3 winning weeks, count that as a winning month. Now, I did a WNL calendar when I wanted to lose weight, and it worked. This is great. Thank you, Sister Rashana Price. Thank you very much. It takes one thing to do this. It takes some personal discipline. If you were willing to track yourself, it won't take long. It'll take a matter of weeks, actually. If you'll track your W's and L's, well, that calendar that you use will become either a brag-a-log or an embarrassment board. Okay? You'll be able to tell at a glance. Okay? Is this something to brag about or be embarrassed about? Some people get a bunch of L's and they quit the game. I'm going to encourage you not to. Most important day of your work week is Monday. I want you to always try to win on a Monday. Monday sets the pace for your week. Always try to win on Monday. Second most important day of your work week is Wednesday. Wednesday, I want you to start considering Wednesdays evaluation days. Wednesday is evaluation day, and on Wednesday, I want you to ask yourself 2 questions. At close of business on Wednesday, I want you to start asking yourself every Wednesday these 2 questions. Question number 1, what am I doing correctly? Or even kind of correctly? What am I doing the right way? With the time that you've been blessed to have, what are you doing the right way with your business? I am so proud of you guys writing. You guys are getting it in. Listen up, homeboy, give this a thought. The next time someone's teaching, why don't you get taught? It's like that. There you go. That's right. Me too. That's right. The great poets Run DMC. Okay. All right. Track your W's and L's. Mondays win. Wednesdays evaluate. Question number 1 is, what am I doing correctly or even kind of the right way? Question number 2 is, if I had this time to do over again, what would I have done differently?
Rashana said, and that's the way it is.
That's right. Rashana's our kind of people. Question number 2 is, what would I have done differently? And you talked about with the time that you have, what would I have done differently? Note, I do not want you to ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? If you've been asking yourself that, stop it. It's the wrong question, and it doesn't serve you. What am I doing wrong that does not serve you? If I had to do over again, what would I have done differently? Here's what happens when you start asking yourself these 2 questions. You start to learn your own trends, and you become your own de facto sales manager. Now, let's say Monday comes, and for whatever reason, you have a losing day. Mondays, you were a little tired. You ran around all the weekend. You didn't do anything that was on your list. You had a losing day on Monday. And let's say Tuesday comes, and you're running around doing a lot of errands, and you have to pick up people, and you have to go to this place and that place. And Tuesday ends up being an L as well for your business. If you ever get 2 losing days in a row, listen to me, this is important. Never let yourself get 3 losing days in a row. 3 losing days for your business in a row hurt your wallet for at least a month. At least a month. It could be longer than a month. 3 losing days in a row is very expensive. It hurts your money. Okay? It hurts your money 3 losing days in a row. What has to happen, very eye-opening, thank you, Dee. Here's what happens. Imagine all of you guys, everyone online, you're all starting your business tonight. You started your business tonight, okay? Imagine you did that. Your efforts run ahead of your money. That means you have to work harder for your money, and eventually what happens is you have to keep plugging and working in a disciplined way. You have to run ahead of your money. Does that make any sense? And then what happens is, if you keep working, your money catches up to your efforts. Your money always catches up to your efforts. And then what happens is, your money passes your efforts, and you're finding yourself, you know this happens when you're doing less work but earning more money. That's when your money has passed your efforts. But you have to earn that place. You have to do your work first. The only place where money comes in front of work is in the dictionary. Okay? Every other place, the work first. The only place you get success ahead of, only place you get money ahead of your success is in the dictionary as well. You gotta be it first. Zig Ziglar used to say, you have to do before you can be. You have to do before you can be. And you have to be before you can have. And you have to have before you can go. Okay? Right?
Yes.
You got to be that person. You always need to see yourself as a champion real estate agent. Okay? That's how I see you.
Yeah, me too.
Okay? All right, I'm keeping it moving. Man, how we doing on time?
7:55.
Okay, we really got 10 to 15 minutes more, and I have what?
Question from Liana.
How do you recover if losing 3 days are not preventable? It's not preventable, and you're not going to be able to recover. But what you do is you get to start over on the 4th day. It's like it's not stored. You can't recover from it. It's going to take, It's like sleep. Sleep is not stored. That's right. You start over. Okay. You can't recover from it. You're just going to take the hit, and you'll take the hit not right away, but the hit will come in about a month. And you're going to wake up and like, what happened to all my money? Where's my money? There's no money coming in. It's because of what happened 30 days prior. Okay. So no, you can't recover once it happened, and it will happen. It will happen from time to time. It will happen. So you just pick yourself off and try it again. Dust yourself off and try it again. Try it
Sing,
again.
baby.
Who's that? Who's that?
Do it,
Who's that?
baby.
Who's the singer?
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, thank you.
Aaliyah.
That's right. Dust yourself off and try it again. That's all. By the way, one day can make your week.
Yes.
One day can make your whole week.
Yes.
Even if you had 3 losing days in a row, you lost on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday come, and you can win for the whole week on that one day.
Yes.
One day can make your week, and 1 week can make your month.
Absolutely. One day can make your mom.
One day can make your month.
One day made my mom Sunday.
That's right. She made her month on Sunday.
Yeah, that's like good.
And 1 good month can make your year.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay? It really can.
Bill said that's going on the wall. The only time money comes before work is in the dictionary.
That's right.
Didi said it's hard to bounce back from 3 losing days.
Yes, but it's worth it. Now, Didi is a depression coach. She helps people during that process. Now, it's hard to bounce back in 3 losing days. Sometimes, and listen to me, all of you guys, sometimes you cannot, and you probably should not, recover by yourself. You need help. You need to talk to somebody. You know, we have a men's group. Dr. Dunstan comes to the men's group. We tell guys when life hits you in the belly and you have to hit your knees, do that. But before you get up, call one of us. You need to have some help. Okay? The life is designed that you can't do it great by yourself. No one has lived long enough and has enough experience by themselves. We all need help. And if you're trying to do all of this stuff in your own strength, you're doing it wrong. Okay? Can you tell I'm a minister? Can y'all tell this is my first time doing a group presentation like this?
No.
That's not true. I've done thousands of them. You know, we used to have the forum way back in 2009, 2010. That's right. We used to have the Improve Your Sales Now forum. We met twice a month on Thursday mornings. And it started out with 10 people and then ended up being a lot of people. Carrie used to come. So anyway, all right, I'm trying to figure out what I want to cover next.
It
The
says
campaign?
Yeah, the campaign.
Okay, my wife says, and I do everything my wife says when she tells me to do
Good job, Barney.
That's a happy.
it. All right, we talked about recruiting your business. This right here ensures that you make more money. This is what I'm about to teach right now. Make sure that you earn more money next month than this month if you will just do this. Okay? All right. Step number one, get a clean sheet of paper. Step number one.
And what is this?
This is the Selling Your Services campaign. One of my favorite quotes is from a guy named Steve Gatter. He's in this town. And Steve went through, I used to give these 3-hour workshops. Nancy White went to one of them. 3-hour workshops, how to sell your services like a superstar. And Steve Gatter came to 3 of them. That means he did 9 hours of the same workshop. Okay? 3 of the same workshop. And he told me, in his opinion, because it was the same stuff, all 3 workshops, what he thought was the gold was what I'm about to teach you right now. The Selling Your Services campaign. Step number one. I want you to begin your campaign on a Monday. Today is a Wednesday, so you got between now and close of business Monday to start your campaign. Start it on a Monday. Step number one is I want you to identify 40 targets. Identify 40 targets. When I say identify 40 targets, I want you to pick 40 people or organizations that you want to offer your services to. You can do it through LinkedIn. You're picking them, not waiting for them to pick you. You're choosing who you want to work with. Okay, you might want to, someone who just got married. Okay, find a list of 40 of them. 40 of them. I want you to get their name, phone number, and a way to send them a message. Name, phone number, and a way to send them a message. You can send a message through LinkedIn and Facebook, however you do it. Email is the best. Okay, or maybe email may not be the best actually, because I read my Facebook messages faster than I read my email messages. Text. 95% of America read every text within 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. Text, they always read their text messages. Okay. A way to send them a message. Name, phone number, and a way to. Now, I might want to, if it was me, I might want to go with, I'm going to find me 40 life coaches in the Charlotte area. Okay. Name, phone, I can find them all on LinkedIn. Okay. If you don't know how to do it, there's services that'll do it for you. Lead generation services, look them up. They'll charge you $10 an hour. And they'll do it for you, okay? Identify 40 targets, and you can use whatever criteria. You can just like their picture, okay, and pick them that way. Whatever you want. Pick your own targets. You got something?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Step one, identify 40 targets. I want you to have this done between now and close of business Monday. Anyone here can do this between now and close of business Monday? Say yes if you can.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Tuesday of next week. Day 2, step number 2, or day 2 of your campaign. Step number 2. I want you to send all 40 of them a message. Send them all a message on Tuesday. And this is what I want your message to say. This is just step-by-step what to do. I want your message to say this. Hey, I found your information on, hey, my name is Brian McNeill, and I found your information on however you found it. I really believe that my services are a great fit for you at this time in your life. Can we have a 4-minute phone conversation? And that's it, and then leave all your contact information. Why do you want to ask for a 4-minute phone conversation?
To engage them.
To engage them, yes.
And it doesn't take up.
That's it.
Time.
You're asking to talk to them on the phone for 4 minutes. You can always be squeezed in, okay? And here's the other thing too about this first, and then leave all your contact information. Leave your name, your company name, your phone number, your email, leave all your contact stuff. And that's all you're sending them. And listen to this point. It's very important. It does not matter if they read your email or not. It makes no difference. You send that first email to earn the right to say that you sent it. This is the process. If you didn't send it, you can't say that you did. But if you did send it, you can say that you did. Does that make sense?
Yes. Can you repeat that?
Sure.
Script, right?
Hey, my name is Brian McNeill. I found your information on LinkedIn. I really believe that my services are a great fit for you at this time in your life. Can we have a 4-minute phone conversation? And then I'll leave all my contact information. Brian McNeill, Very Personal Sales Coaching, my phone number, my email address, all that stuff. Okay?
And would you do that Facebook Messenger as well?
Yes, I would. Okay. Yes, because we just all agreed, we all read our Facebook messages. Okay, and that might be the way I start teaching it, because we read
Yes.
those faster than emails.
Text, Facebook,
Text,
LinkedIn messages, all of
And when
them.
you said you earned the right to say I sent it, Lisa did that for me today. She said, this is my second invite. So I thought
Exactly.
that was pretty good.
Yep, she happens to sleep with an outstanding sales coach.
I should have known that.
That's all right. That's right. All right, that's step 2. Monday, you sent them, by close of Monday, you had your targets. Step 2, on Tuesday, you sent them an email. Wednesday through, step number 3, Wednesday through Friday of your first week of your campaign. Step number 3, Wednesday through Friday, I want you to call all of them. Over those 3-day time period, I want you to make 40 phone calls. And this is what I want you to say. If you get a chance to talk to someone, say this. Hey, my name is Brian McNeill. I sent you an email on Tuesday asking you if we can have a 4-minute phone conversation. Do you have 4 minutes right now, or should we schedule it? That's if you get to talk to someone. If they say, I got 4 minutes right now, what I want you to do then is I want you to tell your story first, that Dr. Deborah did. You know how? Well, what I do is so that they can. I saw what you do for a living, and I believe that my services fit what you do wonderfully well. Can I tell you more about it? It took me a minute. Okay? And I got 3 more minutes that I asked for. Okay? That's it. If they say they got time right now, that's what I want you to say. If they say, no, let's schedule it, schedule it. If you get a voicemail, just as good. If you get a voicemail, say, hello, my name is Brian McNeill. I sent you an email this past Tuesday asking, could we have a 4-minute phone conversation? Okay? Here's my phone number, my contact information. Can we talk? Can we schedule it? That's all you're doing, okay? That's the end of your first week of your Selling Your Services campaign, and what has happened? In the first week, you've identified 40 targets, and you touched them all twice. That's in the first week. You touched them twice. You sent them an email and you made a phone call. Even if you didn't talk to them, you still count that as a touch. Amen?
Yes.
Amen means you heard, understand, and agree. Amen?
Amen.
Week number 2 of your campaign. Week number 2. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Dede. On Tuesday of the second week of your campaign, excuse me, on Monday of the second week of your campaign. This is step number 4. On Monday of the second week of your campaign, I want you to send them another email. This second email is going to be more beefy. This second email is when you can add your cool stuff. You can tell them, you can send them, put your video clips in there, your tips in there, something helpful in there, a testimonial or 2 in there. But this is the opening line of your second email. The second email, this is what I want you to say. Hello, this is Brian McNeill. Last week, I sent you an email and I left you a voicemail message because I really believe that my services are a great fit for you. Why do you want that to be your opening sentence?
Because we want to let them know, okay, you've already contacted them.
Yep, and I'm contacting them again. I'm reaching out again. Exactly. I want to remind them of my efforts so far. That's what I'm doing. Okay? Send that off to them.
So you're pleasantly persistent.
Yes.
That's a good way. My
And
sister.
professional.
And
Yes.
professional. And I don't care how they respond to it. I'm not judging the process at all. I'm just doing my work. On Tuesday of the second week, I want you to leave them alone. Don't do nothing with them unless they reach out to you. Unless they reach out to you. Between Wednesday and Friday of your second week, listen to what I'm saying. Between Wednesday and Friday of your second week, I want you to call all of the ones that are left because you won't have 40 anymore. There'll be 1 or 2 that raise their hand and say, look, I got your last 10 emails and your last 10 voicemail messages, and I'm not interested. If you get someone who wants to eliminate themselves from contention, I want you to let them go.
Yeah.
They've served their purpose. Just let them go. You're also going to get someone who says, look, I don't think I'm interested, but if you're going to be this persistent, I'm going to at least hear what you got to say. Let's schedule something. Okay? You're also going to get someone that says, I don't know if I'm interested, but I wish my people were as professional as you. Okay? So you won't have 40 anymore. You might have 36 or 35 or 34 because some of them will move forward and some of them move off your list. Okay? So at the end of your second week, what has happened? All told, you now touched them 4 times. Now, Sister Tara, if someone had did that to you with your personality, someone sent you an email or something that you don't think you're interested in, okay? So you ignored the email, and then they left you a voicemail message, and you chose to ignore that too. And then next week you get another email from them, and then you get another voicemail message from them. How do you feel about that person that did that to you? Yes. Somebody is going to be just like that. You're going to get other people saying, I'm going to at least hear what you got to say. At the end of the week, because there will be some negative, and that's okay too, but the positive is going to far outweigh the negative. Into your second week, you touched them 4 times. Now, this is a 4 to 6 week campaign. Now, if you guys did this whole campaign, 4 weeks, just did exactly what I told you on the schedule that I told you to do it, and you only got 1 paying client, would it have been worth doing?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm telling you, if you'll do it the way I tell you to do it, you'll get 4. 4 out of the 40. Yes, ma'am? Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. How much time do I have?
It's 8:10.
All right. I gotta hurry. I'm not gonna be able to cover everything, but I do want to give.
So close out the campaign if you don't mind first. So you continue. to
Sure.
send them. Yeah, close it out. Or
Let's leave it there. I want to give them something else. Okay. There's some more to the campaign. We'll talk about that later. I'm gonna give you the 7 reasons why people will work with you. Okay. What? You're awesome, Brownsville legend. That's right. And I was a Brownsville legend. I played for the BRC, the Brownsville Recreation Center basketball team. Okay. I played for the Brownsville Jets for 3 years, Dee Dee. That's right. Anyway, there are 7 reasons why people will give you money. 7, and I think this is one of those things this is one of the secrets of selling. That if you learn this thing, what I'm about to tell you right now, you even if you never talk to me again, you'll be profitable. Okay? Write them down. I'm gonna put some here. All right. First one is money. M-O-N-E-Y. The second one is time. T-I-M-E. The third is good feelings. Good feelings. The fourth is solutions. Solutions to a problem. Solutions to a problem. Fifth is good health. Good health. Sixth is children. Seventh is pets. Now, these 7 things are the 7 things that people will historically and enthusiastically give money to get. These are things that people want to give money to get. Okay? Money. People give money to the person or the thing that helps them to either earn more money or save money or both. What you have doesn't help people to either earn money, save money, or both. I want you to ask yourself that question and honestly answer for yourself that question. If you can articulate how what you have helps them to either earn more money or save more money or both. If I'm in your business, your services help people to do both. Okay? For one way, they're going to save some money because they're not going to be putting so much money into antidepressants. Okay? They're not going to be wasting money chasing away sad feelings with so much alcohol or so much pills. Okay? They won't be investing money in that because you'll help them to heal from that. Okay? And by helping them to be lighter, that frees them up to be more creative to earn more. Does that make sense?
Yes, make a lot of sense.
You can do both.
Know it first.
Well, I helped you. Okay.
Yeah, you sure did.
Time. People give their money to the person or the thing that will help them to save some time. If I worked is it possible that people will be able to travel better and faster with your help than they would without your help?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Tara's our go-to move for travel. Okay. And she's demonstrated over time that I can call Tara and she will work for me. And it's way faster than it would be if I did it on my own. I got a computer. I know how to look up Travelocity and all that kind of stuff and research it to death and look up all that kind of stuff. I could do it, but how much time is that going to take me to do? Tara could do it in minutes. What would take me all day. Okay, and she could get a better rate than I could get on my own. It's foolish for me not to. So I'd rather just call Tara. And you're going to get people that would rather just call you. You know, FSBOs, for sale by owner. What a waste of time for the owner. They're not in the real estate game. They got to get their home ready for staging. They got to be there to showcase the home. It sounds sexy. I'll sell my home by myself without a real estate agent's help until you get a week of people wanting to check your house out. And then it's no longer sexy anymore. Money, time, good feelings. People give their money to the person or the thing, listen to me here, that helps them to either feel better about themselves or helps them to imagine other people having a higher opinion of them. The 60-year-old man that buys the sexy red convertible sports car is buying that car because it has good brakes, right?
Because he's 60.
Because he's 60. Needs some help. He believes with that red convertible sports car, he's gonna look cool in it. And he also believes, huh?
You can just now afford that car.
And he can afford it. Doesn't matter. He still thinks he looks cool in it. And he imagines that when you see him, you're gonna think he's cool too. Okay? Is there any way that you can help your potential clients to feel better about themselves? That's a biggie. Help people to feel better about themselves. 2 ways you can help people to feel better about themselves. These are the 2 things they really want from you. They really want these 2 things. Number 1 is, please make me feel important. Make me feel important. Imagine they all have a sign saying, make me feel important. How can you make people feel important? Use their names. Listen to them. You know how. Number 1 thing they want from you is make them feel important. Number 2 thing they want from you is they need to believe that you can solve at least one of their problems. They want to believe that you can solve at least one of their problems. They need you to make them feel important. They don't want you to come across that you can solve all their problems. You know, I can help you get a home, and I can also give you advice on raising your children, okay? And I can also help you with your taxes. And also, I'm a personal trainer, I'm a part-time, okay?
And I'm a house cleaner because I have 3 houses to show it.
The more problems you say you solve, and this is a dichotomy, the more problems you say you solve, the less credible you become, and the less they like you. The less they like you. They don't even like that kind of person. I can solve all of your problems.
Because I'm perfect.
Yeah, because I got everything together. They like you less. But they want to believe you can solve 1 or 2. 1 or 2, okay? All right. Money, time, good feeling, solution to a problem. Think about what's the big problem you solve and rest in that area. Don't try to solve them all. Good health. How can your services improve your client's health? How?
Relaxation,
Which it does what?
travel.
Yes, relaxation. Go back to that. Relax. People that get a chance to relax, what health benefit is that for them?
Less stress.
There you go. That's where I wanted you to go. Less stress is a biggie. I want you to see yourself as lowering your client's stress, as taking away some of their worries, okay? If you organize their life, they will have less stress, right?
Absolutely.
They'll be able to worry less. If you help them get smart with their money, they will stress less. If you help them through the buying or selling process, they don't have to think about so much of that, right?
Yes.
Think about that, and that's an important thing. Stress. I want you to see yourself like that, and I want you to talk about your business through these filters. Why should people buy from you? Because I'm so great, and I love helping people, and I take pride in my work, and I've got 3 degrees. All that stuff is great. Not a reason to give you money. It's just not. Okay? I can like you. I can save a seat for you at the cookout. I can want to be your, I can even admire you and never give you money. Okay? Unless it benefits them, it's not a reason to work with you. Okay? People who think that selling is being well liked are mistaken. It's not. How can you benefit them? Because if you can't come up, if you can't explain how you improve their life in some way, there's no reason to give you money. How can you help a client when it comes to their children? Is there any way that you can help them with their children and pets if you can do it? And you don't need all of these. As many as you can get, the better. All right, I'm going to call. I know we're over, right?
Yeah, it's 8:19.
Okay, we're going to stop now. Now, before we stop, did anyone get any value with our time tonight?
Yes.
Did anyone get any value that they're willing to articulate, like a summary of the night? Anyone give a summary of their time here, or what value they got out of tonight? What was tonight about? I need one volunteer to just give a summary.
And it can be someone online as well.
Just selling yourself the right way.
Eli, you got to be more on your game, man. What the heck? Oh my God. I guess so.
Selling yourself the right way and showing your clients what you have to offer personally, not your product and yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Now, I said when I started tonight, everyone that was a part of this, whether they're online or in the room, would be better at selling yourself and your services. Rashawn said, yes, so value indeed. Thank you. Well, all of you would be better at selling yourself and your services when you left here than you were when you got here. Was that true?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you believe that was true, Sister Ilana?
Well, because
Did I say it right?
you did.
Okay, good. Oh.
Because what you did was there was a mental shift.
Amen.
That I think I know that I needed, and so just the winning of the day was valuable for me because it drives business.
Amen.
As well as being able to use the formula to do the sale and sell your story, because
you got a lot.
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got a lot.
Yeah. You got some comments up here too.
Okay. You made me believe I can. Dee Dee, you can. You are more amazing than ever, Brian. Nancy, thank you. You are on my call list. Amen. Loads of valuable information. Thank you. I believe what I do is my ministry. Okay. I believe that God has uniquely qualified me to help people to sell themselves and their services. This is my ministry, and I do it every day. Okay. I study to show myself approved. Okay. I constantly read. Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
You can say what you want to say. You're not gonna throw me off.
For me, my shift was the whole sales process. It's now I see it more so as a script, just a generic universal script. It's a concept that I understand.
Amen.
That I can relate to even what I do.
Now, all of you guys in a group format and online, I can impact improvement, and I have every confidence knowing I can impact improvement. In a group format and online, I cannot create superstars. Rashawn, my summary, string some W's together. Yes, right, string some W's together.
Rashawn says, Brian, you gave us the what and the how with practical application. You were transparent and gave so freely.
Thank you
Brian
very much.
says, Bill says, summary of the night, if you show up for yourself, you can.
Amen.
That's right.
I love it. Thank you. This is my ministry. Okay, I believe I can do it. You're right. I gave you a framework. Everything I teach you guys, you must, M-U-S-T, color it with your own personalities. Okay, don't try to sound like Brian, because you'll at best be a poor imitation. Color this with your own personality, and you all have a right to your own personality. You've earned your personality over time, so use your personality. That's another way to keep yourself unique, and you want to keep yourself unique. Now, thank you for coming. I did this for free. Now, I am a sales coach. Now, I was starting to say in groups, I can impact improvement, but I can't create sales superstars in groups. I can only create sales rock stars one-on-one, okay? Because the better I learn you, the better I can work with you. And I'm gonna offer something. I offer what I call a trial coaching session. A trial sales coaching session with me is very involved. It'll last about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And I charge for it too. I charge $197 to try me out. That's how much I charge, $197 to try me out. But I want to give one away tonight for free. Is there anyone here that would like to get a free selling your services consultation with me? Raise your hand if you would like one. 1, 2, 3 people on it? Okay, cool. You
Online can participate as well. We need to know if they want to.
Okay, well, that's true. You help me figure that out. You 3 people, figure out a way to get up to the front.
Rashana, I'm going to take her off of mute so that she can participate.
Okay.
You got one person online.
Okay, Rashana's gonna be the one. Okay.
Oh,
Figure out a way to, yeah, come up here. Come up here. Okay. Come up here. There was 3 of you.
I'm gonna work with your wife.
Okay, cool. So good. Move over there. I'm gonna move on the other side. All right. So you're gonna work with my wife. Okay. So we got Rashana and we got Rebecca.
Yes.
And we got Ilana. Okay. Now I am offering a trial coaching session with me. It's very involved. You'll be better at it. We'll take all the stuff we do tonight, make more sense, but there's a lot more. I charge $197 for it normally, but I'm giving away one for free. Why should I give it to you?
Because I believe that I would definitely absorb everything you're saying and work the system that you're giving me.
Okay. Sister Ilana, you heard the same information. Why should I give it to you for free?
Well, you know what, Brian? I think that the value that you have, as far as the knowledge that you have, I would be able to take that and then use it to be able to pay it forward to someone else. So I think that that's why I would be a good candidate.
Is Sister Rashana teed up?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Rashana?
Well, you know how you find sometimes that there are people that don't have the money, but they have a gift and a talent.
Uh-huh.
Well, that is something that if you give me this coaching opportunity, not only is it a moment that you can sow a seed, but that seed can then grow into something that could become a forest.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. I got 3 great answers. Rashana, I appreciate your courage and actually applying what you learned tonight, but I'm giving it to Ilana. Okay? And I'm telling you why I'm giving it to Ilana. I'm telling you why. Okay? I knew that when I asked people to come to the front, whoever said the most about helping somebody other than themselves,
That's good.
Whoever said the most about helping someone other than themselves, I was going to give a free session to you. And I believe you did say the most, so we'll just schedule it. You get a free session.
Okay.
Everybody else who would want a session, you took the time to come here. You took the time to sit in front of your laptop or your phone. I'm going to bless you as well. I'm not giving it to you for free, but I'm willing to discount it for you. So instead of $197, anyone else that took part in tonight, that wants their one-on-one coaching session with me, I will do it for just $97. Okay? Yes, ma'am. You want it? Huh? We'll sign you up. And my wife will help me to sign you up, okay? So.
Does that include you two wives?
No.
Now, you don't want to do this because of the dollar, by the way. There's a danger. Here's the thing. Y'all guys all came to a free event, and that's good. But you don't want to only go to free stuff.
That's right.
Okay? Because you'll put yourself into a category called freeple. Freeple. Those are the people who only take training that's free. Freeple people cannot earn money because you're teaching your subconscious mind that you're not worth investing in.
Right.
You also don't want to be what's called a cheapo, who only do the stuff that's cheap. You have to teach your subconscious mind that you're worth investing in. Okay? And you do that with your money. Okay? I'm happy to give a discount to anyone online and anyone here to $97. Yes, ma'am? You want to say something?
Done, I'm going to say something.
Okay, cool. I'm happy to do that. Thank you, guys. You honored me with your presence. We're going to call that a session. Yes, ma'am.
So I just want to tell you guys that I'm a product of Brian. And I consider myself a superstar rock star. So when I met with Brian initially, I've been in the corporate world for 25 years. So I thought that knowledge, because I was nice and people were liking me, my personality, I could sell houses. And when he told me these 7 things, I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? You know, and when I started applying all these principles and just doing it and making it a must, things just started changing for me because I started out, all I want to do is first time home buyers, But he told me also the one thing that resonated with me, that I was not motivated enough for the money.
Yeah.
And I've been a different person ever since.
I did.
Money consciousness.
Well, it's so easy, especially if you've been in corporate or customer service for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You start putting your service value up here and your own money value down here.
Yeah.
Okay. And they have to be just as important as each other.
Mm-hmm.
And we did a whole initial session, and it didn't happen right away, but it happened a few times where I saw her resisting the temptation to talk money. She was averting. She didn't want to talk about her own money. She only wanted to talk about helping.
Yeah,
right.
But when I was talking about your money, I was like, okay, she don't want to talk about her money, but her money has to be important.
Right.
So when I said that to her, and I appreciate you having the courage to receive that.
Absolutely.
I said, my sister, I feel like you got to be much more motivated by your own money. And she was able to receive that because she's a confident person. A person that's not confident can't handle that kind of talk.
Right.
What do you mean I'm not motivated by money? Yes, I want to make money. You might say that to me now, but I just said an hour and a half with you.
And that was through, I can't remember if it was through this session.
The trial coaching session. Yep. That's where I learned it.
It's all worth it. I mean, like you said, it's an investment in yourself. And I don't think anybody listening or in here can afford not to, because what you're going to gain and what he's giving will cause you to just make more money. So that will pay for.
Thank you. I'm going to open up for a quick question answer if anybody wants to. Any sales related questions? I announced that I would open myself up for 15 minutes, but I didn't do it earlier today. So if there's any sales related questions or anything about tonight that you want to ask about, I'm willing to receive and answer.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there are 3 weeks in the campaign. So on the 4th week, do we just start the new campaign?
It's actually 4 to 6 weeks in the campaign. It's a 4 to 6 week program. Okay. Yep. Week number 3, well, we're doing some stuff in week number 3, and then week number 4, we're doing more stuff. And then after the 6 weeks, everyone who didn't say yes, you're gonna send them 1 email a month forever until they buy or die. 2 more rules. Rule number 1 is never forget about a potential client. Rule number 1 is never forget about a potential client. And rule number 2 is never let a potential client forget about you. You don't forget about them, and you don't let them forget about you. Once a month, they need to hear something from you, everybody, until they buy or die. So you might start off with 4 people in 1 month, and you end up with 400 in about a year. Okay, everybody has to hear something from you. Okay?
Do you want to offer your book? I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we have the week number 1 and we have the week number 2.
That's all I did tonight, yeah.
Okay.
Got paper with.
It's a 4-week campaign. Yes, ma'am.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
So,
But that'll be a good start.
So what would you suggest you do when you've lost a client? And how do you woo them back after they've left or gone with another competitor or
This is a great question. When you lost a client, when is it time to let them go? Okay. You could try to breathe life into the dead, or you could get something else living. Okay.
So just let it give birth and resurrect the dead.
Yeah. And there's a diminishing return on that. Now, sometimes it's a fear that makes people keep holding on to the ones that die. They're afraid they're going to run out of potential leads. And normally the way I conquer that when I'm working with someone is just show them you'll never run out of leads. There's tons and tons of leads all around you. Okay.
So just let it go.
Let it go. Yeah. And it's also, it takes away a lot. If you keep trying to resuscitate the dead, you miss out on a lot of living things coming around you.
Gotcha. Okay. It's a form of necrophilia.
Whoop, whoop.
What's that word?
Necrophilia.
You
know what it means?
People that like to play with the dead.
Have sex with dead. All right, any more sales-related questions or questions about this evening?
We got a question online. How do you know if you're becoming a pest?
Normally the thought, just even the thought about if you're becoming a pest is in your own head. It's not in their head. Okay, they're not considering you a pest. You're just following up.
You know, and can I add to
Yes,
that?
yes.
You can't become a pest anymore because if you're really a pest, they'll block you or
Right.
they'll
Yeah.
unsubscribe.
So
So
Or they'll say no.
or they just won't say anything to you. So you're not a pest until ever. Like they're gonna get rid of you before you're a pest.
I'm
anymore.
going to address this some more because there is a thin line between pessimist and persistent. But here's the
Yes,
other thing
yes.
too.
That's true.
Dee Dee, there's a thing. See, this is right here. This tells me, visitor thinking. Are you offering your services to people or for people? If you're offering your services to them, like you're doing it to them, or you're doing it for them, are you selling your stuff to them or for them? Now, check your answer, because a lot of times people knee jerk and say, I'm doing it for them. Are you sure? Because if you're not sure that you're doing it for their benefit, I need you to work on your service until you are sure that you're doing it for their benefit. Now, if you're sure that what you're offering is for their benefit, then don't you owe it to them. If it benefits them more, don't you owe it to them to motivate them to take advantage now? This is why you must learn to sell. If, in your business, Ilana, financial services, and you get a chance to talk with a family and you recognize that you can be greatly helpful to them. You recognize that you can be helpful to them. If you don't close that sale, now this is how I used to say it. I don't say it like this anymore. If you don't close the sale and you know they're better off, if they're better off putting their money with what you're offering and them taking the benefits that you're offering, if they're better off and you don't close the sale, you basically spend some time in their house making fun of their bad situation and not helping them. Okay? Don't do that to people.
Right.
You owe it to them. If you can help them, you owe it to them. Okay? You owe it to them. There's a thing, I talk about it all the time because it's one of the guiding principles of my life. The sin of the desert. The sin of the desert is when you know where the water is, but won't tell anyone else. And the reason you don't tell anyone else doesn't matter what the reason is. They don't know me. I don't know what to say. Doesn't matter. All those are excuses.
Yeah.
If you don't at least tell them about your solution, you're committing the sin. And the sin of the desert is selfishness. If you have something that benefits people and you don't tell them about it, at least tell them, give them a chance to say no. You have to give people a chance to say no. If you don't, you're committing the sin of the desert. Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
I take it that seriously. Yes, ma'am?
She said that's a good analogy.
Thank you,
Great
thank you.
analogy.
And again, I want to get in touch with you, Sister Rashana. I'm still kind of impressed that you applied your learning tonight when given an opportunity. All right. Anyone else got any questions about this night? Dr. Deborah, what did you get out of tonight?
One of the big things that stuck out to me is that it's something I realized after tonight. I realized that I do more marketing than I do selling.
Yes.
And now it all makes sense to me. I'm like, oh, okay, you can't just put stuff out there and then never ask anything.
Right. There's
expecting people to say, oh yeah,
Let me buy that.
I bet she do so.
There are very popular trainers and coaches out here and speakers who are propagandizing that. Just marketing, sending out 6 Facebook messages a day and 3 Instagrams a day and just keep marketing. I just had a client last week. She's been in her business for over a year and has gotten no clients, and she's had a coach the whole year. She's had a business coach the whole year that she's been paying, and her business coach has been telling her to keep marketing. Never even asked, she's not even asked anybody to give her services a try.
Yeah.
But she's paying this coach for the whole year. Okay? Well, it ain't uncommon. Okay? It's not uncommon. You got to ask for money. Okay? You got to ask for money. You got to ask for what you're wanting. Okay, Karen, please come up here for a second. Oh boy, why is that your first response? Oh boy, come on up here. Okay, come stand.
Fastest was a few years ago.
Okay, come stand real close to me so like your side is touching me. Come on, get closer. Okay, now put this arm around me. Okay, stand up. Put this arm around my shoulders. Come on, put this arm around my shoulders. Okay, now get close so you touch me again. Okay, now what's going on right now?
You're intimate.
Okay, yeah, that's true. But how did we end up in this position right now?
You guided her into.
I said, Karen, would you come up here for a moment? I said, Karen, stand closer to me. Karen, touch my body. Karen, put your arm around me. I asked for what I want. Now I got a pretty woman standing next to me with her arm around me. How'd I get it?
You asked for it.
Amen. Thank you. Okay.
Rashana said, this is so good. Timing is
divine connection.
That is God. Yes, God is good. We know. He good.
All right. Yes, yes. Last week, my wife and I decided to do this.
I know.
I like it.
I love it.
I like
He
it.
literally vibrate.
I like it. Last week, my wife and I decided, we should just do one, a workshop. We'll do it the same day, do two. We did one this morning and one this evening, and we're gonna do it for free. When I said we're doing this one for free, she goes, later on in the day, she said, I didn't know you was trying to do it for free, bro. I said, well, we charge for a lot of stuff, I have become what's called a conscious competent. That means I know what works for me, and I know why it works, and I don't have to be in the mood to earn money in order to earn money. You don't have to be in the mood. Some people are unconscious competent. They're good at it, but they don't know why they're good at it, okay? And those people can't teach anybody else. I'm a conscious competent. I can always make money. I just know what to do to make money in this business. My wife can always produce money because she's just learned what to do, okay? We're not worried about where am I going to find it. If I had a $2,000 deficit, not a problem, okay? Because I've become a conscious competent, and I can teach others how to become conscious competence. Okay? All right, we good?
Yep.
Thank
you.
Thank you very much. Give yourself a hand.
I would like to ask everyone first if you could collect back there so we can get a picture, and then if anyone is willing to do a brief 30-second testimonial, I would love
please.
to do that as well. So
On camera.
How can I do a beneficial testimony for you? Miss Nancy, we can do it on video. You can shoot us a video testimonial.
Write it on Facebook?
Or you could write it on Facebook. But either one of those.
I would love the video.
The video is really, really useful. I can repurpose it in a lot of ways, so I really prefer the video testimonial.
And thank you for offering.
And thank you so much.
Here's how a beneficial testimonial. A testimonial, for me to be able to use it, has to say the words that I would recommend Brian at some point in there.
And something that you learned.
And something that you learned be good too. But you have to say that you recommend me. Yeah. Now, if you say, I came to this workshop and it was great, and I got so much out of it, and then leave, I like it, but I can't use it to earn more money. I can't repurpose that. Unless it says that you would recommend me, I can't really use it. And I want to use it, okay? Testimonials are money to me. I take those testimonials and I fan them around, and I get profitable because of it. So anyone that's willing to do it, my wife has asked if you're willing to take a picture. You don't have to, but if you're willing to take a picture, we'll do it outside here or in the room?
No, right here in the back of the room.
Right here, okay, in that corner. Okay.
Fill in that corner and I'll get the picture.
Woo! Thank you very much, y'all. Okay.
I would definitely be glad to do a testimony for you.
Thank you. Whenever you're ready. I want your testimony.
You can do it on your own and just send it to me.
Yeah.
Either way, it's fun. But if we can get it today, that would be great. I know the rain has us all looking wet. And Shauna said she will do hers tomorrow when she looks better, and I'll email it.
This is a genuine press on through and get that day, but I'm so glad I
Amen.
You know, I've seen you in person now maybe 4 or 5 times. You're blessing us too, you know.
I appreciate it.
You are. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times the press, you know, you press your way to get somewhere. Let me get past you.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So we gotta move some chairs.
Yeah, just get over there and that.
You finished recording?
Yep.
So you can move that out.
I'm stopping the recording.